Before we get into the review, I'd like to welcome back our special guests, the Guardians of the Galaxy, except for Drax. Hey guys, did you miss us? Anyways, let's get on with the review, shall we? The show was good, but not perfect. Yeah, honestly, it was there.
Well, I'm guessing if Marvel fans really wanted to see an animated Guardians of the Galaxy show, this is a show for you because so far, this is the only Guardians of the Galaxy animated show that exists. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, they better make more. I mean, come on. We deserve some attention too, you know.
I am Groot.
Okay, so the show was released a year after the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie was released, which is probably why the character designs in this show look exactly like from the film, because that's what the character designs were based on. Well, most of them.
I wonder if they got James Gunn's permission to do that.
Also, there were times where they're pretty much trying to connect this show with the first film, and it really did not work. Because, think about this. If this show was really part of the MCU, it would retcon the MCU as a whole. True. For example, Mantis appeared in the show, and her design is based on the comics. And also, Thor appeared in the show as well, along with Loki and other Asgardians, and as a matter of fact, a character named Angela is also in this show, and she is part of the main Asgardian group, and she's not even in the MCU. Yet. And they also introduced Star-Lord's father, who is not Ego the Living Planet. Which, I will admit, that is one of the things about the show that I like better than what the MCU did. Because Jason of Spartax, Star-Lord's father in this show, he is Star-Lord's father in the comics. Like, I don't know how the writers of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came up with the idea of Ego the Living Planet being his father. I don't know if it was James Gunn who came up with it, or if it was someone else, but in my opinion, this show handled it a lot better. So, when it comes to the story of this show, the story mainly focuses on the Guardians, as well as their enemies, finding something called a cosmic seed,
which apparently is a very powerful thing that can either rebuild or destroy.
And apparently it belonged on Asgard until Jason stole it from them, and then Loki stole it from him, and now it has been missing for many years, and the Guardians' main attempt is to find it before someone else does. And that someone else is Thanos.
My so-called father definitely does not deserve a power like that.
And to find it, the Guardians were using something called a crypto cube, which is powered by cosmic energy to create a map. Not towards its actual location, but to where it used to be. I prefer calling it a boombox. Why would you call it that? I don't know, I just think it sounds a lot more catchier. No, it really doesn't, Quill. Come on, Rocket, you're no fun. The only fun things I like to do is blow stuff up, which is something your boombox doesn't do. Which is why you shouldn't call it that, because it doesn't go boom! Okay, jeez, no need to be so grumpy, like you always are.
I am Groot.
Now, when it comes to the voice cast, I will say that this show does have some good cast of voice actors. It has Will Friedle as the voice of Star-Lord, along with Vanessa Marshall as Gamora, David Sobolov as Drax, Trevor Duvall as Rocket, Kevin Michael Richardson as Groot, Cree Summer as Nebula, and Isaac Singleton Jr. as Thanos. And it also has James Arnold Taylor as the voice of both Yondu and Cosmo. I have to say, Trevor Duvall really nailed my aggressive personality.
I am Groot.
Also, despite Will Friedle did a good job voicing Star-Lord, I feel like they made the character into a bit too much of a goof. I mean, I know the character has humor and all, but I think they kind of overdid the humor to the point where the character pretty much became a loser. Yeah, maybe there were times where I was goofing off quite a lot of times, even during serious moments. Like, come on. Chris Pratt didn't portray me like that.
And your goofiness really annoys me.
Tell me about it. Oh, come on. I wasn't that annoying. Was I?
We'll see.
I also don't understand the point of the last 2 episodes. They were very random.
Yeah. You would expect the final fight between the Guardians and Thanos with the Cosmic Seed to be the final episode of this season, but no. Instead, we got 2 more episodes after that. One that features the Ravagers framing the Guardians for theft, and the other is some kind of Christmas special.
I'm guessing they wanted to make it 26 episodes and they ran out of ideas. Honestly, I don't know why they really need to make it 26 episodes. 24 is honestly good enough. Yeah, but overall, the show was pretty decent at best. I just wish it was just its own thing and not trying to connect it with the first film, because it's not the same universe. On the bright side, though, this season did feature some special guest characters. The Asgardians, the Inhumans, and some other characters. I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool, I guess. Although, it would have been cool if Howard the Duck would also make an appearance in the show at some point.
I am Groot.
Anyways, I think that'll be it for the review. I'm gonna rate this season a 7 out of 10. And now, let's find out what show we're gonna review next. The next show we'll be reviewing is... SpongeBob SquarePants Season 2. Yay, SpongeBob! Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next time.